But a last question from me before Femi will take on Olumide Oyedeji, who is there with you at our Abuja studios. The last question from me on this issue. President, are there plans to change the MBBF constitution ahead of the forthcoming elections? Are there such plans?
There was never a constitution. You know, when we came to office in 2009, one of the first commitments we made was to try to build the structures for Nigerian basketball. Building structures, you know, we don't mean physical structures, the institutions. Because, you know, in Nigeria, I think one of the major challenges we have is people keep things personal. And they try to pull things down because, you know, rules and regulations and the institutions are not strengthened, are not applied. So one of our commitments was to ensure that we build the structures and strengthen the institutions. When we came to office, there was no constitution. And until last Monday, there was never a constitution. We established and, you know, wrote the draft constitution after making, you know, copious references to all the relevant documents, the FIBA statutes, you know, ministerial committee reports, you know, old constitutions of the draft constitutions of the Nigeria Basketball Federation. When we came out with the draft from the technical, you know, committee, we now brought it to the Federation, considered it, and an approved draft by the Federation was sent to our whole body, which is a prerequisite. We sent it for the first time, and they made comments and observations. It came back to us, and all those things were, you know, observed. And then we sent it back to them, you know, for a second time. And we were given, you know, the green light to go ahead and place it before the, you know, General Assembly, which is the annual general meeting. And we did. So I think instead of sending wrong signals and misinforming the general public, we should be commended for establishing a constitution where there was never one. This will go down as one of the legacies we are going to leave for Nigerian basketball. Secondly, whether or not there are elections is not important to us. You can see we are working, we are deploying, we are just about to unveil the biggest, you know, sponsorship deal that has ever been brought to the table of the Nigeria Basketball Federation. And you can see we are preparing our national teams, you know, to defend, I mean, for the men to defend the African title, you know, this, you know, summer, and for the women to try to you know, to bring back the trophy, you know, to Nigeria this year. So we are focused, you know, we are a focused board. We don't engage in, you know, politics. You know, for me, I know this is an election year, no doubt about it, you know, but the job is more important. We are working. When the time for elections, you know, comes, then the elections, you know, will be dealt with. And after the elections, if we are in office, you know, that is, you know, fine and good. If we are not, we would have contributed our own quota in establishing the structures that this federation needs going forward, because you can't be having this kind of money and you don't have all the prerequisites of office like a constitution and things that will give you. You don't even have, you know, something that, you know, from where you will derive your powers and then expand. And in everything that you do, there must be a source, you know, of inspiration and guidance for you. And this constitution is absolutely a welcome development, and we are very gratified to be able to be the people to put this constitution on the table of the federation.
Thank you, Mr. President. Well, Femi, last word from you. Olumide Oyedeji is there as well.
Yes.
As we wrap this up.
Yes. First of all, I would like to say congratulations on the awards for the Nigerian outstanding Nigerian players. I know it's the players rep, you know, of on the board. But my quick question I would have been, but I need to take a lot of time, is reacting to the issues of, you know, how players, you know, are going to be taken care of. Because now this money is coming in. How do we ensure that they'll get paid? That well due and all of that stuff. But I know our time is fast spent, so I wouldn't know if you'll be able to react to that very quickly before I will move on to other things.
Thank you, Femi. Probably we just try to work out on certain situation with the players and the teams. Probably because without players, there's no federation. Without players, there's no administration. There's no any administrator. There's nothing to govern if there's no players. So players' welfare is the most important thing, and how they have to do what they have to do. So right here now, we try to come to the situation where there's going to be like a uniformity. There's going to be like a general contract that will be submitted, that will be signed by the teams to the player, or that will be submitted to the federation, where players is going to sign, and where the federation is going to also seal and have a copy, just in case there's any problem between the teams and the players. This is when the players, the federation will come in and step in, then protect the players. So with this case, we try to make sure that every single player is protected, so there will not be any situation where the player didn't get paid. In case the player refuses to get paid, the money will be taken out of the subsidy that's supposed to be given to the team. So this is a players' league. It's going to be a players' league. The players make the entertainment fund, make the league grow and going on. So we're going to make sure that every single thing that would needed to be provided to the players will be provided, and their interest, which is also what I'm always after as a member of the FIBA Player Commission, not only Nigeria alone, for players all over the world. So the interest, to protect the interest and to make sure that they are well treated. So that's going to be the most important thing right here where we're going. But this federation or this administration right now, we decided with the new deal that's coming in that we are going to protect our players. There's going to be an agreement that will be signed that every player must sign, and all what is supposed to have should be stated in the contract. So just in case there's any argument or any misunderstanding, so that's where we're going to go to, so that the federation cannot be the arbitrator that, okay, this is what the thing is, so then they can decide what to do and how to move things on.
All right, so that's how we have to wrap it up from the Abuja studios. We must say thank you to the President, Tijani Umar, and of course to Olumide Oyedeji for coming to speak to us on Sports Tonight. We wish you the very best, and we hope that all your plans will see the light of day.